Home stretch, guys. Day 11. 1-1. For the 12 days of anime, and tomorrow will be the very last day. So, without further ado, Sena. Yeah, it's Monogatari today. Yeah, I guess you guys could have figured that out with Sena. Demo-san. Yeah, no. Um, that's cringe. Oh well, keeping it in anyway. So, yeah, today, oh, one of my favorite characters in the Monogatari series, hands down, is Oshino Meme. Yeah, no, a lot of people don't give Oshino Meme enough credit. He's really the one that kind of kickstarted the entire series. Yeah, it's all about Koyomi's it's all through Koyomi's perspective and how everything that he does and whatnot, and how it affects other people and how he can help other people get over their apparitions and whatnot. Sorry, chicken. And how he gets people, how he helps people to get over their apparitions and whatnot. But, um, a lot of these problems wouldn't have been solved without Meme. Meme is literally the one who solved 80% of these problems, and it's not even something he doesn't give enough, they don't give him enough credit or whatnot. Like like the dude, the man, literally, he he charges everybody that he treats, that he helps to get rid of their apparitions. He charges them all a large sum of money because he's a specialist, and specialists like to have their cash moolah. All the specialists are like that. you know but Meme in particular, Koyomi had a large debt to repay to him because of the whole incident with Kiss Shata Sarore on the blade, or Oshino Shinobu, which is the name that Meme tied her down to make her as an apparition and whatnot. Uh, I mean, if you guys want the whole backstory or whatever, you guys can just watch the Monogatari series. But the thing is, Meme isn't given enough credit for what he does in the series. It's kind of he doesn't give himself enough credit. He's kind of he's kind of one of those humble guys who's kind of bragging at the same time. Oh, I didn't help you. I didn't help you defeat your problems. I just told you what to do and you did it all yourself. But I need the money because I helped you. You know, that's the kind of person he is. Kind of like the humble bragging person. The person's like, oh yeah, this isn't even one of the more expensive cars. It doesn't matter. You can go ahead and scratch it up and whatnot. It's not gonna matter. We have 80 more cars. Not like that. Not to that extreme. He's more oh, I just bought these shoes and they got super dirty. Oh well, I'll just go buy a new pair. That's twice as expensive. That's kind of what it is. Like Oshino Meme, he's kind of uh he's just kind of one of those kind of humble people who are no, I didn't, I can't help you. The only person that can help you is yourself. I can help you help yourself. And that's that's the kind of person he is. He's kind of that kind of cool, level-headed, down-to-earth person, but he's kind of childish at times too, because they've pointed out before that Meme doesn't say goodbye to people when he leaves. He's just oh, I'm not gonna be around very long, and then just poof, next day he's gone. He did that in the Monogatari series, after that night that Koyomi found Shinobu after she had run away. That night that he found her. What's it called? He was kind of yo, I'm not gonna be around much longer, right? There's some places that I need to be, and I'm gonna dip, right? And I'm gonna dip, but don't worry, I'll tell you when I say goodbye. And then the next day he was just gone, without a trace, and nobody was able to find Oshino Meme. Hanekawa found him later on, but that's later on in the series. But yeah, Meme does he's kind of that kind of person that that friend that that's super smart and they help you study for their test, but they're no, I didn't help you. I didn't help you. I wasn't much help. You passed this test all by yourself. That's the kind of person that Meme is. And I really feel I connect to Meme on a certain level, where it's kind of like, yeah, I'll help people out and whatnot. Like, I'm not to the point where I expect like money or whatever in return, but it's like, oh yeah, I'll help you out. Like, I can't help you go through the whole thing because there's some problems that like there's some stuff that you need to fix yourself or you need to do yourself that I can't help you with entirely. Like 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 my nephew, I taught him how to play Yu-Gi-Oh and whatnot, and he was like, oh, can you teach me how to build a deck? And I'm like, nah, I can't teach you how to build a deck. You have to learn how to build a deck yourself. I can teach you how to play the game, but that's about it. That's as much as I can go. That's kind of like the same thing that Meme does. He's like, yeah, I can help you get rid of, like, I can help you channel and see what aberration it is that's haunting you, but I can't get rid of it. You have to get rid of it yourself. And like that's the thing that happened with Senjogahara's crab, is that he just kind of exposed the crab, showed Senjogahara, this is what's haunting you. This entity is what's holding you back. This is what's taking all your weight. You need to confront it and you need to solve the problems. I just helped you look at it visually. So here's your problems visually. Fix them yourself. That's the kind of thing that Meme does. Is like he kind of helps people to realize things. Like he kind of helps people put things into their perspective and helps them really understand that um what it is that they're supposed to do. And like you guys see just my head and whatnot, but I'm doing a bunch of hand motions that are not being picked up by the camera because my bed is super crappy and it's like. But yeah, like Oshino Meme, he's honestly one of the most interesting characters in the entirety of the Monogatari series, and that's saying a lot because we got people like Hanekawa, we got Kaiki Deishu, we got Guillotine Cutter, um, Dramaturgy, Koyomi Araragi, the Gaians, and then Kambaru and whatnot. Like they're all interesting characters in their own right, but Oshino is the kind of one that we don't get a lot of backstory from. Like Oshino doesn't explain much of his past to anybody, and the only reason we know about Oshino's past is because of, or Oshino Meme's past is because of people like Izuku Gaien, Kaiki Deishu, that one other specialist, I always forget her name. Like we get all the information that we know from Oshino Meme from them, and like it's honestly that whole mystery kind of aspect behind who Oshino Meme is that kind of draws me to his character, because I'm the kind of person, like, I like mysteries and I like to figure things out, but like this one I can't figure out because so much is hidden from us by Meme himself that we don't know, like we don't know the extent of his powers. Like we know he can brawl with an apparition like Shinobu, or the devil hand that Kambaru has. Like we know he's physically capable enough to fight them barefisted with charms and whatnot, and we know what he's capable of. We don't know to what extent he's capable of. Like what's his breaking point? What's the limit? Where does he draw the line that he's like, oh, I can't fight this? Because like when he approached Black Hanekawa, like he didn't say straight up like, oh, this is a problem that I can't solve, like you need to figure it out. Like he was just like, he's just kind of like, oh yeah, if I try to do this again I might die, but whatever, let's go ahead and we'll both give it a try next. We'll both give it a try at the same time. And there was that whole thing with Black Hanekawa and Koyomi, or that whole ordeal and whatnot. And like it's honestly just the reason why he's one of my favorite characters. Like I said, the kind of way that he carries himself, how he portrays, how he acts. Um, but it's also that kind of like mystery that's like kind of like dark shadow looming over him that we just don't understand. Like all about Meme. Like who is Oshino Meme? Like we still don't know like much of his past or whatnot. But you know, he's still one of my favorite characters. Yeah, that's all I have to say. He's one of my favorite characters. Just because of all the things that he's done in the series and the people he's helped in the series and everything. And Meme Oshino's just a really cool guy. Like he's kind of got like this kind of like bad attitude where he's just like uh you look happy. Did something good happen to you? And, like he always says that at, like at a time where it's like, dude, what part of this makes you think I'm happy? Like when oh, I can't say that's a spoiler. Spoilers if you haven't watched the Monogatari series. Um, where he walks in on Koyomi and Ogi, and the darkness is about to swallow them, and he looks at Koyomi. He's all like, "You look happy. Something good must have happened to you, huh?" And then he's like, "That's my niece, Ogi Oshino." And then the darkness disappeared because Ogi Oshino was fulfilling her purpose uh, as Oshino Meme's niece. As the observation, the whole plot, the whole storyline with Oki Dark was so weird and whatnot that it's just kind of like gone and everything. But yeah, yeah. It's just Oshino Meme is just a real cool guy. He's a real chill guy and whatnot, and that's why he's one of my favorite characters. So that's all for this episode. Tomorrow will be the last one, and guys, I'm so excited for tomorrow. Uh, it's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. One of my top 3 favorite characters I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. Like, if you guys like today's Monogatari, tomorrow's going to be a Monogatari character too, so I can't wait for that one. So, this is Vashtiel signing out. I'll see you in the next one, and remember, this too shall pass. Really? On my outro, dude?
What?